Thank you for checking out Mr. Ware's videos. Today we're going to look at a few things here. We're going to look at how to create a scatter plot from a data table. We're going to look at how to draw a line of best fit. Excuse me. And we're going to look at correlation coefficient. So let's begin. Okay, so this is using a scatter plot and taking the data and making a scatter plot with it. So that's what we're going to do first. So first I'm going to plot out 9 to 10. You simply just go 9 on the x-axis and go up 10 on the y-axis. And make a point. Then I'm going to go to the next one here, 0, 3. So it's 0 on the x, add 3 on the y. And then you go to the next one, 7 and 7. Alright, and then you go ahead and finish the rest of your points there. Okay, and once you have that, you ask yourself, the scatter plot shows a positive association. Positive because it's going up, and because the plotted values of x increase, the values of y increase. So as you go to the right, it goes up. So it's a positive. So let's take a look at another one. So we plot that one too. You got 6 and 4, go over 6, up 4. And go over 1 and up 6. Go over 0 and up 7. And you just really plot out the rest of your points. And once you plot out all your points, you see that it's going down. As x goes up, y is coming down. That's the trend there. So the scatter plot shows a negative correlation because the plotted values of x increase and the values of y, as the x goes up, the y decreases. Negative correlation. So that's making a scatter plot from some data. Now I'm going to show you how to draw the line of best fit, and it's pretty simple. You kind of see a line already. You see this line is going up over here, and you have this line right here is going down. You want to kind of just draw the best line you can to show and indicate where that's going. So like that, that's the line of best fit. You can kind of estimate where stuff is going there. Okay, and on this one, you're going down like that. So that's drawing a line of best fit. Alright, next we're going to take a look at correlation coefficient. Alright, now with this is correlation coefficient. And here's this table or kind of organized way of showing some examples of correlation coefficient. Okay, so these numbers right here is represented by the letter R, and they're called the correlation coefficient. Okay, and these are different types of correlations kind of described. Alright, so I'm going to start with the positive ones here. Move this down so you can see that. So the positives, first you see that the numbers are all positive. Okay, and you can tell it's positive as it goes up, but the closer it is to a straight line, the more perfect the correlation is. So if you got a perfect straight line like this, then your correlation coefficient number is 1. If you got one that's kind of close to 1, kind of perfect, then that number is high, kind of like closer to 1. So 0.9 is close to 1. If you got one that is, you could tell it's going up, but it's not quite that together, then that number gets wider and wider as you go. So this is called a perfect positive correlation. The second one is a high positive correlation, and this was a low positive correlation. Now, if you don't have any correlation at all, you can't tell if it's going up or down, then there's no correlation or none. And now we're going to look at the negative. Alright, so with the negative correlation here, you got a low negative correlation where it goes down, but you see it's not tight like that, so you got a 0.5. and here it's going down, but it's closer to a straight perfect line, so it's 0.9, and you got a perfect negative correlation, almost like a line, so that's -1. And notice that all of these have negative numbers because they're negative correlation. Okay, the first one here is a low negative correlation. Then there's a high negative correlation, and then you got a perfect correlation. Now, I'm going to give you some examples here, but they don't use the exact words. They use, instead of saying low, they say weak. And instead of saying high, they say strong. So just be aware that the low is weak and high is strong. So let's take a look at a couple examples. Alright, so I've got this chart right here so you can see it and see the problems right here. So on this first problem, you can tell it's going down, right? And but it's not that strong. It's not tight together. It's definitely not perfect. So that's going to be a weak correlation, weak negative correlation too, because it's going down. So that's how you got low negative correlation or weak negative correlation on delta math. All right, next you have another one. This one's going down too. It's not perfect, but it's strong. It gets close to a line. So that's going to be a, oh, I don't know why that's weak, but that should say, this is wrong. Let me see if I can fix that. This should be strong negative correlation. Strong negative correlation. Over here on the chart is high negative correlation. Alright, and finally, we've got this one. This is going straight up, so it's positive, and it's almost like a perfect line. So that's pretty perfect right there. So it's going to be the perfect positive correlation. And that's it. That is correlation coefficient, scatter plot with data, and drawing the line of best fit. I want to thank you for checking out Mr. Ware's videos. Have a nice day.